We are T-minus 3 days to Squash That Series qualifying, so we are in major cramming mode. I need to finish The Shadow of the Gods. I need to finish Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I need to start and finish the first volume of The Wicked and Divine. And if I can squeeze it in, I'd love to read the first book in the Earthsea cycle, but we'll see. That is like the lowest priority on the list right now. But today is also technically kind of a work day, so I do need to do some work things. But first and foremost, my desk and the office in general is an absolute disaster zone. So I think before I can actually focus on doing any of the things I want to do today, I need to clean this up because I already have a cluttered mind right now. I can't have a cluttered space. So I am a big proponent of progress over perfection, so we're gonna call that good enough and get to work. Alrighty, so my work thing is done, so now I think I'm going to film a video that I need to release on the 1st and try to get that somewhat edited, and then we are reading the rest of the day. I think between cleaning and the work I did, I made some pretty good progress on this book. So we're now at 55%. I cannot remember what I started at, but I showed it to the camera, so we are making decent progress on the audiobook. I have less than 3 hours left of Shadow of the Gods. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna make it all happen. But first I'm gonna eat some breakfast. Alright, I just got done filming a video and I need to edit it like today/tomorrow because we'll be taking off out of town and it's gonna get posted on Monday. But I also need to make up a bunch of graphics for it, so I think I'm gonna work on that first just to make the editing process a little bit smoother. But before I jump into all that, I want to try to read another chapter of Shadow of the Gods. I have been reading it on my Kobo, but I'm gonna switch to physical now that I'm back home. But I think I'm also going to transfer over all my annotations that I did in the Kobo, which is not very many, but we'll transfer the annotations over, read a chapter or two, get to work on graphics, eat lunch, and then really dive into editing. Hello, it is the next day and much later, but this morning I finished The Shadow of the Gods, and then my husband and I packed up and went skiing with one of our friends. It was another very green day, so we did not do very many runs, but I did slip and fall on the patio and super break my thumbnail, which was not ideal. But anyway, finished Shadow of the Gods, so now some real prep for Squash That Series can begin wholeheartedly, and I'm going to start with the first volume of The Wicked and the Divine. Let's see if that... So this is a graphic novel series. It's kind of like Greek mythology based, I think. But yeah, I think these volumes are fairly short. So just want to get this first volume started, done, so that way I have this as another option in my Squash That series repertoire. And then depending on how quickly I read this, maybe I'll try to read the first book of the Earthsea cycle, which I think is just the Wizard of Earthsea, because that's just like a YA. I think it's fairly short, so I might be able to like read through it in like an afternoon, but we shall see. So yeah, what does that put? Today is the 29th, so still have the rest of today, which is not that much later. I think it's already like 5 o'clock, and we're gonna go hang out with some friends. So the rest of today, and then tomorrow and the 31st. For me, Squash That series starts at 10 p.m. Pacific time because it starts at midnight Central time. So I will go grab what I'm reading for this weekend. So I can't remember if I have explained the rules for qualifying yet, but basically the first 2 days of January is the qualifying round for this large Squash That series readathon, and to qualify you have to read 500 pages and 6 hours. So kind of the plan is 10 p.m. on the 31st, I'm going to try to power through volume 5 of Lore Olympus. I just got my, well, not just, I think I got this back in like October or something, but I got my copy of the 5th volume of Lore Olympus. I'd like to try to read this and get it out of the way that night of the 31st. It's, according to Goodreads, it's 400 pages, so that gets me a pretty good chunk of the way into at least the 500 page part. I don't know how many hours it'll take me to read. I will obviously time that and let you know. And then once I have that finished up, basically going to spend, because I don't think this is going to take me, it might take me like 2 hours to get through. So I'll still have another 4 hours of reading to do. And for that, I have an audiobook version of the second book in the Apollo Trials, which I believe is The Dark Prophecy. And then I also have the 7th installment of the Sigma Force series, The Devil Colony. So I will like finish this as an eyeball read, start this as an eyeball read, and then I will have that audiobook. Speaking of audiobooks, I still have one more I need to finish. I have 12 minutes left of The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, so I might just try to finish this right now while my husband's in the shower, and then I will be done with that. And actually, once I finish this, I'll be at 100 books for the year, which is super dope. But anyway, this is also a series, FYI, so that is also prep for Squash That series, even though I kind of hate the love interests in this book. But maybe the next one will be better. I have a feeling it will. I have a feeling I know what the next one is going to focus on, and that should be interesting. But almost done with this. Good morning. I just finished volume 1 of The Wicked and the Divine. I am very intrigued in this series. I love the art style. I know I really want to get more into graphic novels, so I am very excited to continue this on and have this as an option in Squash That series, but it wouldn't make sense to read more volumes now because I want to save them for Squash That series. So considering I still have like all of today and most of tomorrow, I think I'm gonna try to squeeze in with Wizard of Earthsea. I have it from my library on ebook, and it's not quite 8 a.m. now, so I could probably get some good progress in on it this morning because we're not in a super big hurry, because we're not gonna go skiing today because the snow still sucks. I don't think they got any snow last night, so we're just gonna be hanging out, going into town today, and doing our thing. So I'm gonna read.
It just makes me...
Okay, so I have changed my strategy since the last time I checked in. I decided not to go read the Wizard of Earthsea. Started reading the first chapter and just was not really feeling it. So currently reading a graphic novel that I have an e-arc from NetGalley, and just gonna kind of keep it like chill and whatever. And then tonight I will hit it hard. We went skiing this morning, just did like a half day this morning, and now we are packing up and getting ready to go home. So yeah, that's kind of the plan now. I feel comfortable with the plan. I think I have enough sequels to kind of get me through any prompts that may come up. starting Wednesday. And then the plan is still to read Lore Olympus, Sigma Force, and the second Apollo Trials book as an audiobook. So I think I should be covered for qualifying. I'll definitely have some good options for challenges going forward. So yeah, feeling pretty good about qualifying, but I will let you know how it goes starting at 10 p.m. Pacific time tonight. Okay, we are back here for the night. It is currently 6 o'clock. I guess I'm only 40% of the way into Odin from the Asgardian series. I will finish that and then probably take a shower, wash my hair, do all the things, and then just kind of wait for 10 o'clock so I can get started on Lore Olympus Volume 5. I think at some point I also need to like repaint my nails. There's a lot I need to do tonight, but fortunately I'm planning on being up for a while, so we should have time to get most of it done. And Happy New Year. Between the reading I did last night and listening to some of my audiobook this morning, I am currently at 1 hour and 54 minutes, and that Lore Olympus was 400 pages, so I'm not really going to keep track of my pages the same way I am my time, because I will definitely read at least another 100 pages in the next 4-ish hours. But Bailey and some of my friends are doing some reading sprints, although they started like 2 hours ago, so we'll see how much longer they go. But I will definitely be logging on and trying to squeeze in some extra reading this morning. She is still going. I have my coffee and my cute little bear cup. Look at this, it's so cute. There's a little bear in there. Anyway, time to get reading. Okay, so I ended up doing a couple hours of chores and things, so I am currently at 5.5 hours of read time. So I only need another half hour to fully qualify because Lore Olympus was 400 pages. I've read like 90 pages of this so far, so that already puts me at 490. I listened to 32% of The Dark Prophecy, and I can't remember how long of a book that is, but I'm assuming 30% is at least 10 pages. So I have definitely reached the 500 pages. Now I just need to finish this last 30 minutes to get to the 6 hours. So I'm gonna finish that off with some more James Rowlands. I am really enjoying it so far. It's taking place in like Utah right now, which is an area I've spent some amount of time in, so it's always kind of fun to read books in areas I'm familiar with. But yeah, so half hour left of physical reading. I got some water, I got some chips, I'm ready to go. Trip's right here, ready to cuddle. Let's go. chapter and I'm at 6 hours and 2 minutes, so it is time for me to submit my qualification. Qualified. We did it, fam. So I think that's going to be the end of this vlog because I was really only trying to capture the qualification process, even though it technically doesn't end till tomorrow. But tomorrow, once we get information for what the next round is going to be, then I will start another vlog. So I will catch you on that vlog, and thanks so much for watching.